Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and all other elders that teach the exact same thing. Salutations to the hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth in the sincere spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. This to be a lesson on what is it called? The state of Islam, or the Islamic State, has called for lone wolf attacks on these rats, something like that. I don't know. So basically, it's based on this news that came out. Slovakia. Shit. What the fuck is that? Okay. Slovakia. Right. This is based on something that I heard on the radio. All right, so I looked it up, and I found this article, and this is on jpost.com, the Jerusalem Post, and it says, "We've never faced a threat like this. We need to act now. Opinion. We must recognize the unique nature of today's threat environment. The situation in Israel affects Jews' safety worldwide." And this was published April 18, 2024 at 8:04. All right. Which was this morning. It says the American Jewish community is facing the most threatening environment in our nation's history. The likelihood of an attack on our soil targeting the Jewish community has never been higher. Recently, the director of the FBI noted that the board is blinking red in reference to a potential attack on U.S. soil. The board is indeed blinking red and fast. Since the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel, the world has witnessed an escalation of hostilities in the Middle East, following an airstrike that struck Iranian military leaders in Syria earlier this month. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei vowed the Zionist regime will be punished by the hands of our brave men. We will make it regret this crime and others it has committed. Additionally, his political advisor issued a statement holding the United States directly responsible whether or not it was aware of the intention to carry out this attack. So because the Iranian government know that America supports and backs up and funds, gives funding to the state of Israel, those Israeli rats over there. All right, the small hats. Okay. And so they're blaming everything that the state of Israel is doing to the Iranians, to the Syrians, all those sneak attacks. All right, they're blaming everything on America. Okay, reading on, it says the board is blinking red, and now Iran and its proxies have launched a series of attacks on Israel. including rockets from Gaza and Lebanon, and a cyber attack and waves of drone and missile strikes organizing from Iran, Iraq, Syria, and elsewhere in the region. Right? So they clapping back, right? That Fat Joe shit. Ja Rule, we gonna clap back. They clapping back, right? Additionally, on April 4th, a Palestinian assassination attempt on Israeli National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir was thwarted by Israel's security agency. Make no mistake, the enemies of Israel and America have not paused in their efforts to kill or attack. They have seen recent events as an opportunity to push their agenda of hate and violence. We have seen foiled attacks in Western Europe, Brazil, and Canada, and successful ones. An Islamic State affiliate just attacked a concert venue in Moscow and killed over 100 innocent people. So shit is popping off. Iran and other foreign terrorist organizations have now made it clear that the U.S. and its Jewish community are prime targets for future attacks. We would be wise to listen and recognize this reality. Right? Okay, let me see. FBI Director Christopher A. Wray testified that here in the United States, our most immediate concern is that violent extremists, individuals, or small groups will draw inspiration from the events in the Middle East to carry out attacks against Americans, not just homegrown violent extremists inspired by a foreign terrorist organization, but also domestic violence extremists targeting Jewish or Muslim communities. Right? So, they're already demonizing the truth. All right. Apostle Tahar just brought out how I think they number 6 or number GMS Great Millstone is number 6 or number 9 on the hate group list. All right, so they already which Great Millstone is not a hate group, like Apostle Tahar said. If anything, they are a love group. All right, but you got a such thing as tough love. All right, and giving out warning of the prophecies that are about to unfold, that are now unfolding before our eyes, giving forewarning of the destructions and the terrors that are to come. All right, that's all love, man. That's love. That is that's giving you any warning so that you can have a heads up, whether you like it or not. All right, whether you prepare yourself or not. All right, whether it's helpful to you or not. At the end of the day, it's not hate, it's love. Because a hater would not tell you. A hater wouldn't tell you or give you any type of warning and let you get hit. What you call it? That nigga snuck me. We'll let you get snucked by your enemy. All right, we'll let your enemy or your opposition creep up on you without you having any opportunity to prepare yourself for a fair fight. Okay, so right, because what hate groups, all right, the Great Millstone compared to actual hate groups, all right, are non-violent. All right, nobody in Great Millstone is being or Great Millstone affiliates are being um commanded or given instructions to act out on violence. Okay, everything is verbal and brothers just speaking out of the Bible. There's no physical harm in that. Okay. But compared to these other hate groups such as the Ku Klux Klan, all right, they actually have acted out physical violence, all right, especially on our people, all right. But they're still a organization, all right. You don't. Matter of fact, they're on a lower. I think they was number like 10. They was like number 10 or 12 on a hate group list. All right. So how is it that a non-violent love group wound up being being on a higher level, all right, on a hate group list? All right, how is it that the Ku Klux Klan is more insignificant than Great Millstone? It don't make sense. It says the Islamic State has called for a massacre of Jews by lone wolves in the U.S. by urging their proxy groups and individuals to target Jewish people. Right, so this is what Great Millstone is not doing. Like I said, all right, the Islamic State, they can be labeled a hate group, all right, because they're being given specific instructions to act out on violence, okay, in the U.S. by urging their proxy groups and individuals to target Jewish people, especially in the U.S. This followed a pro-Al-Qaeda magazine's call for lone wolf shooters in the U.S. to avenge the Palestinians in Gaza. Plus, the FBI recently released an alert in search of an Iranian intelligence officer allegedly working to recruit individuals to surveil religious institutions in the U.S. Right. So whether this is whether this is a setup, whether this is a setup or this is actual facts, this is actually going on, that they're going to use this to fold in the men of the Lord into the whole idea of terrorism, the domestic terrorism, all right, and it's going to help turn the people. The people already don't want to hear the truth. People already want to see something happen to the prophets, the men of the Lord, out on the highways and byways, week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great. People already want to see the men of the Lord be harmed, be taken off of the streets, and even killed. All right. So once they get it in the minds that the men of the Lord, once they deceive the people and get it in the minds that the men of the Lord, right, the prophets are working with which is a lie, right, are working with these domestic terrorist groups or individuals, then the public is going to help the government or stand behind the government when they come down with and start searching for the men of the Lord to throw them into concentration camps. Okay? It says, so what can we do as we head into Passover, which the real Passover already passed? All right? But these imposters, all right, these small hats who have committed the greatest case of identity theft on our people, all right, because you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the true biblical Israelites, all right. They do everything wrong, man. They do everything wrong. The Passover been passed. The Passover already passed. The men of the Lord kept the Passover already, all right, and it is based on the lunar calendar, all right. And these small hats, they if I'm not mistaken, they keep their Sabbaths on Friday or Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, right? Which the Sabbath is based upon the new moon, which changes every month. Okay, and so everything that they do is just not according to. It just doesn't line up with the scriptures. All right. So what can we do now as we head into Passover, a story of resilience? We must draw from our ancestors' strength and refuse to let our enemies dictate our lives. This is done through preparation. This is bullshit. I ain't even gonna read no more on that. I'm gonna just grab some scriptures, right? Couple scriptures. This is Numbers chapter 23, right? It says, Numbers 23 and 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have Yahweh wrought? Right, because this was the account when Israel was freed from the hands of Pharaoh, ancient Egypt, all right, by Moses, okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, right? After the 40 years in the wilderness, right? And we were in conquest. We were en route to take over the promised land, okay, and each and every last one of our enemies that we ran into, every opposition that came up against us, we slaughtered them, okay, we slaughtered them. And so this was the account with Balak, right, and Balaam, right? Balak being the king of Moab at the time, right? He saw our people, right? He saw our people setting up camp and moving towards their territory, and so he got scared because we was deep as hell. He got scared, and he went to Balaam. He sent for Balaam and made promises with him, which is a false prophet, right? He wasn't an Israelite, if I'm not mistaken, right? And he asked for Balaam to put a curse on our people, all right? But the Most High the Most High let him know, like, look, you can't curse this people. This people is blessed. I'm dealing with them. All right. And so it says, surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. Right. So that's so this represents These small hats today, all right, they stole our identity, all right. They've perversed, they've perverted the land of Israel, right? They perverted the law, statutes, and commandments, the customs, the traditions, the original holy ways of our people. All right, they've caused the whole world to believe that they are the real people of that land. Right? Meanwhile, they have the real people of that land still in captivity. Okay. And they plan on, like I said, they plan on doing things to demonize and turn and further turn those who don't believe, all right, 2/3 of our people and the rest of the nations, they plan on lying further on the men of the Lord, right? The true prophets of the nation of Israel, all right. They plan on scheming and scamming to bring more oppression on our people. Okay? They even go as far as the elites, all right, them Zionists, I just saw something a brother posted. It said that it was a quote of one of them small hats. It said that our true God, something like that, right? I can't quote it exactly. It says something like our true God is Satan or Lucifer or something like that. Even though most Jews don't want to admit it, right? So the higher ups of them small hats, all right, the elites of the world, okay, they worship Satan. They worship those left hand powers, all right. They into witchcraft, and they're constantly, all right, trying to summon curses, okay, and work enchantments, all right, work enchantments on the nation of Israel, on the men of the Lord, all right, because this truth is spiritually breaking this place down, man, breaking the kingdom of Esau down, all right. And they're mad, man. The prophets of the Lord is out on the highways and byways, telling the public, exposing the truth of this wicked ass kingdom, all right, primarily America, which is Babylon the Great, exposing the truth of these people, you know, for their wickedness, all right, and giving you warning of their plans, their new world order, which is a one world government, one world army, one world money system, all right, which that one world money system is the micro C-HIP, all right, and they're telling you that if you receive the MOTB, which is the micro C-HIP, then you're destined for destruction, all right. You're destined for destruction, which only our people have. I'm talking to the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Only our people have any opportunity of receiving salvation. All right. So the warning really is for our people, okay, to brace ourselves and you know, and prepare to be a resistance. All right. Not physically fighting, not grabbing up arms and guns, all right, to physically keep this system from chipping us, all right. But you know, they're giving out the warning to return to our God, to our power, all right, which is Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, all right, through the Holy Spirit, so that you can be protected and covered spiritually, so that the Most High will not allow you to receive that mark, okay? But I'm gonna read it one more time. Surely there's no enchantment against Jacob. So there's nothing that, so no matter what these devils do, all right, because this pertains to the elect, right? You know, because you have 2/3 of our people who enchantments, all right, and witchcraft is going, is working on, is going to continue to work on, all right. They are going to receive the mark, all right. But the elect, beginning with the 144,000, right, and the 1/3 of Israel, all right, this pertains to them. There is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have Yahweh wrought? Meaning, right, in the NIV, see what Yahweh has done, right? And we are gonna look back, right, and look at the great things that the great things and the great ways that the Most High saved us from being destroyed, being totally destroyed and exterminated, all right, by the hands of our enemies. Verse 24, behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion, right? Our people are rising up now, right? Our people are rising up into power, all right, spiritually though, all right? And this is the only way that we can gain any type of power and have any opportunity of winning any type of war, all right? Spiritually, we gotta just like all the times in the ancient days. As long as we was right with our power, with Yahweh, right? Which now we have to go through the Son, which his name is Yahweh Shah, the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. But anytime we was right with our power, we was keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, we were blessed, and no nation, no heathen nation, no nation outside of our nation will be able to prevail when coming up against us. All right. And we're entering, beginning with the elect, we're entering into those days where that's going to happen again. All right. These nations, all right, are not going to be able to do anything against us. Yeah, some of us, some of the men of the Lord are going to be killed off. Lord willing, I do be a man of the Lord. All right. And whether I have to die or just have to deal with great temptation, all right, for not taking a micro C hip, all right, damn, I lost my point. Regardless of what, right? Overall, the plans that Esau, Edom, all right, the nation of the so-called white man, the plans that they have for our people, all right, to destroy us, they are it's only but so much they are going to be able to do before Yahweh Shah makes his second return and saves us from their plans coming into full effect. All right, their plans for the New World Order is not going to come into full effect. All right. Behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion and lift up himself as a young lion. He shall not lie down until he eat of the prey and drink the blood of the slain. Right. So, our people are going to continue rising up no matter what these devils do, man. All right. Until Yahweh Shah come. All right. And he conquers all. All right. He gives power to the elect, beginning with the 144,000. They receive those new bodies. All right. And we be able to prevail. That's the only way. That's how we're going to be able to prevail over our enemies. Okay. He shall not lie down. We're going to continue to rise up, right, until he eat of the prey, until we until we gain the power to be able to take you motherfuckers down, man. All right, and drink the blood of the slain. All right, but this is spiritual first. These things, right? And so that's why the whole world is shaking up. That's why you have these nations rising up against these nations that are actually in power carnally, rising up against the nation of the so-called white man. All right, which their headquarters is America, which is Babylon the Great. All right, and so this is why everything is happening, because it's prophetic. It's foretold in the scriptures. The Most High said that things was going to happen like this, and that's what you see. It's actually happening. All right, and so because what a wolf. All right, the article was speaking about the lone wolf. All right, and how the Islamic State is calling for these lone wolves. All right, to carnally make attacks on Americans, basically, even in America. All right, so they already here. All right, they already here. They already amongst us. These immigrants coming in. I'm sure some of them done snuck in with these immigrants, these so-called immigrants, right? And they already here. They already ready to start attacking. All right, and they've just been and a call has just went out for them. But a wolf is a predator. All right, a wolf is a predator just as well as a lion. So that was the point on that, right? Let me grab this. Slack, that was Numbers 2. Zephaniah. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city." Right? So this applies. It's to our nation, the real Israelites, but it also applies to these imposters that are posing to be the true biblical Israelites, right? Woe meaning death and destruction to her that is filthy and polluted, right? They have control over that land, all right? They have everybody believing that they are the original people of that land, all right? But they can never be the original people of that land, because look at what it is that they doing, all right? It's prophesied that once the true people of that land make a return to that land, and all the wars is going to be done away with. It's going to be peace on earth, and you have the exact opposite of that right now, all right? World War III is on the rise, okay? And it's gonna pop off, and once it and the cherry on top of it is thermonuclear destruction and the return of Yahweh Shah, who the world annually calls Jesus Christ. But because they polluted, all right, they polluted that land. It's filthy. They got all types of they've passed all types of unlawful decrees. They made it legal for homosexuality. All right. They got kosher pig. There's no such thing as fucking kosher pig. A pig can never be kosher. A pig can never be lawful to eat. All right. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. Verse 2, she obeyed not the voice, she received not correction, she trusted not in the Lord, she drew not near to her power. Right, our people are rebellious. 2/3 of our people are going to continue to be rebellious. All right, but also the people in that land, the people posing to be us, right? The least that they could do is try to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Try to keep the laws of the land, right, properly, all right, and instruct or influence the rest of the nations to do so while they're in that land, all right. If they were smart, that would be what they would do. But they're programmed to be the wicked of the earth as an example for how life is not supposed to be lived. All right. They are the devil in the flesh to bring hell upon earth. Okay, that's their purpose. Verse 3, it says, her princes within her are roaring lions, right? Predators. All right, they prey on the whole world. They prey on all nations and peoples. All right. Her judges are evening wolves, right? Those lone wolves are evening wolves. They gnaw not the bones till the marrow. Verse 4, her prophets are light, meaning lightweight. False prophets, they don't mean nothing as far as 2/3 of our people. All right. As far as these so-called religious and spiritual leaders in Christianity and Islam, and even amongst groups that call them that know that they're Israelites. All right, they're false prophets. Okay, I send you as sheep amongst wolves, and sheep's clothing, roughly paraphrasing, right? Her prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. Right? The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. He will not do unrighteousness, right? Everything, all the judgment that the Most High is passing on the face of the earth is all righteousness, evil and righteousness. Okay, destruction and righteousness, right? He will not do iniquity. Every morning do he bring his judgment to light, right? Every morning he passing judgment on this place. All right, every morning he passing judgment on the face of the earth. All right, and it's going to increase until the great and dreadful and terrible day of the Lord. All right, that ultimate judgment. All right, which at the same time is going to be the return of Yahushua, right? Because he gonna get his hands bloody too. All right, but things have to be destroyed. Things are being destroyed spiritually now. All right, it says every morning do he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not. He not gonna fail. He not gonna let up in passing judgment on his place. But the unjust knoweth no shame. No matter how much judgments are being passed, the unjust are not going to give up their wickedness. All right, until Yahushua come. All right, and until the day of the day of the Lord's ultimate judgment. All right, and the wickedness of the whole world is forced to come to an end. All right, it says, I have cut off the nations, their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is no inhabitant. Right, and that's what's going to come to pass. All right, America is going to be desolate. The streets is going to be gone. It's not going to be say that this whole place, this whole land, 100% of this land is going to be destroyed in 1 hour by thermonuclear destruction. That's how many thermonuclear bombs is going to hit this place. All right, that none passeth by. Ain't nobody going to come here ever again once the Lord destroys this place. Right, their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is no inhabitant. Right, it says, I said, surely thou wilt fear me, thou wilt receive instruction. So their dwelling should not be cut off. Right. The Most High is going to save the 144,000 and 1/3 of our people. And and Lord will not be a part of that number. Even if I'm not part of the 144,000, at least a part of the 1/3 population. Right. And the Most High is going to give us instruction. Is going to give the elect, right, instruction. He's going to clean the elect up, and give them instructions. All right. He's going to write the laws. He's going to have the laws programmed into the new bodies, and and that's going to make the elect perfect. All right. They're going to be clean forever, and they're not going to ever have to worry about sinning or death ever again. All right. I said, surely thou wilt fear me. And we are going to fear the Lord. We are fearing the Lord now. And that's why the men out there on the highways and byways prophesying of what's to come. All right. Because in our reality, we believe that these things are going to come to pass, and we're scared. We're scared. We're scared, and we're trying to do whatever it is that we can to show the Most High that we're scared and we fear him rather than man. Okay? To where as though that we're willing to go up against this system and all of their plans, even if it means death. Okay? I said, surely thou wilt fear me. And so beginning with the elect, the whole world is going to fear the Most High. All right. Beginning with the elect, is going to start the process of the Most High gaining his respect on the face of the earth, how he's supposed to have again. Thou will receive instruction, so their dwelling should not be cut off. And this is the only reason why we're not going to be cut off, because the Most High had plans before these times to save a remnant of our nation, to clean them up, to make them righteous, and to make them perfect. All right. Howsoever I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. Right. Us as a nation, right? We got ahead of ourselves. All right. The Lord set us up as kings, all right, and rulers of the earth. All right, gave us the law, statutes, and commandments, and we got ahead of ourselves. And he warned us, look, man, if y'all don't get y'all shit together, these curses gonna come on y'all, and these curses have been tearing our asses up ever since our people started falling. All right. But now these curses are going to go on the nation of the so-called white man, all right, and the rest of these nations, all right, that had a hand in our downfall. Okay. They're going to be the ones that's punished. All right. It says, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. And we did corrupt all our doings. And now, so much that our enemies are corrupting all of our ways and how we're supposed to do things. All right. Verse 8 is the point. Therefore, wait ye upon me. Right. We were so this is instruction. This is what makes the true men of the Lord different from all false prophets, and all true hate groups. Okay. We are commanded through the scriptures, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, right, to wait for Yahushua, wait for the second coming of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahushua. We're commanded to wait. We can't grab up guns and weapons and try to build the army and try to forcibly establish the kingdom, all right, before Yahweh Shah come. We can't do that. We will be going off. We would, the Lord will destroy us. The Lord will not allow us to prevail in our plans if we plan on carnally taking matters into our own hands. All right. Therefore, wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. Right. The rest of these nations and 2/3 of our people are prey. Okay. For my determination is to gather the nations, and the Lord is gathering the nations, all right, over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, the Middle East, all right. It says that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy, right? Not the whole entire planet, but it's going to be so many nuclear bombs going off at the same time that if you're not part of the elect, you're going to think that the whole world is blowing up and is about to be destroyed. That's what people think when they think of the end of the world and thermonuclear destruction. They actually envision the whole planet blowing the fuck up. All right. It says verse 9, for then will I turn to the people a pure language. Right. So if how did that make sense? If the whole world blow up, right, and there's no people left, right, how the fuck is the Most High going to turn to our people a pure language? How is we going to return back into speaking pure Hebrew? All right, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent. Right? All right, so that's basically it on that. I could grab more, but I'm gonna end it right there on that. And it was one more that I wanted to grab. Oh, right. And I'm gonna close it out with that. What is it? 2 Corinthians. That's what it is. 2 Corinthians 10. Salakia. This is 2 Corinthians 10. Damn, is that it? Is that it? Oh, I passed it. 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. 2 Corinthians 10 and 3, Salakia. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. Right. So, these groups outside of Great Millstone and affiliates, they may plan on doing some dumb shit, all right, but the group of Great Millstone has nothing to do with these camps, these groups of Israelites outside of Great Millstone. All right, some camps are affiliated, all right, but only any camp following the true orders of the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, they are not even thinking about doing anything physical to anybody. All right, everything is spiritual and non-violent, verbal, non-physical. All right. And any other Israelite group who does plan on possibly plan on doing anything physical or violent, they are not with, have nothing to do with the group of Great Millstone, and they are dumbasses. They're false prophets, they're dumbasses, and the Most High is going to destroy them, man. All right? Right along with the nation of the so-called white man and the rest of these heathen nations, all nations outside of the nation of Israel. Okay? I just read it to you clearly, right? This is the guidelines on in which the true men of the Lord are going to follow. All right? Everything is spiritual. Okay? Everything is spiritual, not physical, not carnal. All right? Don't get it fucked up. Men will defend, the men of the Lord will defend themselves if it really come down to it. All right? But defense is not offense. Okay? And even when it comes to that, right? We're not giving orders to go get guns or keep around knives. You're not going to find brothers with weapons on them looking to defend themselves. If what brothers find themselves defending their self, more than likely it's only with their bare knuckles, and that's defense, not offense. And then brothers are commanded, all right, from the scriptures, because Yahweh Shah, right, who the word Israel calls Jesus Christ, he was non-violent. He didn't physically take matters into his own hands. Matter of fact, when the Romans came to grab him up and so that he could be crucified, and I think it was Peter cut the ear off of one of them. Yahweh Shah healed his ear. All right. It was two other prophets that wanted thunder to come down and destroy a place. And Yahweh Shah rebuked them. All right. And they was coined what, the sons or the brothers of thunder. All right. So Lord willing, that was edifying. All right. And Lord willing, that was edifying not too long. All right. And so once again, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and all other elders that teach the exact same thing. And salutations to the hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth in the sincere spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.